fellas, we're back in Pokemon Masters, and today we ourselves the Training with Hop Damage Challenge event. This is the second of what, is it 34 battles? Yeah, and these are going to be alternating every Tuesday and Friday, I think is what they said. And the way that this event works is different from the one that Nimona was. Yeah. Sure, whatever. Nimona obviously had 3 opponents, but this one now is single target. That's the big gimmick of this this event, I guess, is that every time the stage switches, it will switch between 3 enemies and 1 enemy. So you'll be having a focus upon, using like strikers, AoE damage dealers, and whatnot for half the stages, and then the other half will be focused on maybe tech nukers or big single target damage dealers, right? So that's kind of the way that they designed this event. I guess it does open up for some versatility, right? Because if it was all 3 opponents, then a lot of strikers would be useless. You'd be mostly using techs for their nukes. You'd be using, big single target damage dealers, whatever, right? But where the way it works now is that obviously you would now be using both strikers for the 3v3 stages and techs for the 3v1 stages. Not that exact thing, but for the most part, it does open a bigger amount of sync pairs to be more useful here. So for this instance, we got Fighting Weak Hop. Obviously, hitting 1 enemy does make it far harder to actually do a lot of damage, because you've got a third of the amounts of enemies, right? This stage, I'm going to try out a few different team compositions here, but and I'm also not going to do my own reaction to the event since I already did that for the Psychic Week event, or the Psychic Week stage. This stage, I'm going to try out Diantha as the main core alongside Aura Cynthia. And I'm not sure if I want to put on Bianca for the rebuff, or if I want to put on Ray for his ramping and damage. Aura Cynthia is good because that'll then empower the next nuke, I guess, from Diantha? I don't know, actually. Ray is good, but so is Bianca. I don't know. Maybe I'll do 2 runs, one where I try Ray, one where I try Bianca. I guess the first run we'll try Bianca out, see how she does there, and then we'll swap out for Ray, and then maybe after that I'll see what I get, because it's probably going to be pretty hard to go for 1,000,000 points here. I mean, especially if you don't have Diantha or Hop, it's going to be really tough. But hey, whatever, at least I got Diantha. Let's just go ahead, try this event out, stage out, I guess, and see if we can get at least 1,000,000 points. That's the baseline goal. I got 2,000,000 last time off recording, which I did want to put in a short, but I got lazy. But whatever. Let's go ahead and try the fight, I guess. Alright, so this setup here netted me about 890,000 points, which, I mean, it's fine. It's very close to, or is it 790? Whatever, close enough. It's pretty close to 1,000,000. I'm definitely going to try some different setups in order to get over 1,000,000, just so we can get, the best amount of tickets possible, but it doesn't really matter too much in my opinion anyway. I mean, for the most part, you can see a lot of strategies for this event in the Discord servers, on YouTube. People are posting tons of guides already. This setup, I mean, it worked relatively well, for being not my first attempt. Like, obviously I had to reset for some crits and whatnot, but for the most part, I mean, not a bad setup. Using it, especially when it doesn't have too much ramping on it, right? It doesn't have, I guess it uses flinches a lot. That's the big thing, is that it utilizes a lot of Bianca's flinches with her Sacred Sword. She's got Staggering 4 on the grid, which is pretty helpful for this. But I mean, outside of that, not really too much work in terms of like turn denial, sync ramping, whatever else, right? Using Ray in this event is definitely a good idea for sure. You're able to utilize him for his sync ramping, his flinches, and overall very high power damage, despite the fact that, he's not even a single target AoE damage dealer either. It's mostly just, he's a high power damage dealer in general. He doesn't have a tech nuke, is probably the biggest thing that makes it impressive, is that he's pretty much working with what he's got, and it works out really well. So that's nice. This setup could definitely be refined more, obviously, super powered, probably getting more potion MPRs instead of using Vacuum with Cynthia, because it wastes a lot of time. Maybe not using the buddy move, trying to just go for Diantha's nuke is probably the best way to get as many points as possible, I've recognized. So, there's a few stark differences there, but whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. I forget how many points exactly did we get? Yeah, we get to go for Diantha's Secret Sword here. Yeah, I was right, 193,000 points, very close to 900,000 in retrospect, close to 1 million as well. If I remember, I'll try to post some videos in the description that go like over 1 million points or get close to 1 million points with varying strategies. So, you know, depending on who you have, it'll be helpful to you. But really, I think that's about it. I'm not really going to try and go for any other strategies here for now. I'll probably do them in my own time, probably upload them as a YouTube short or something like that. There's been a few strategies working with like Lisa. I think Colress is a big one. Obviously, no champion Hop, Ray, whatever. Red and Snorlax is another big one. I think those are the two big ones. It's Colress and Red Lax, right? Those characters are probably pretty helpful for getting those 1 million points because of their sync countdown / spam ability, as well as Red super effective next. That type of stuff's really good. But anyway, that's my thoughts about the challenge versus Hop. I know this is a pretty short video, but whatever. I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed. Good luck on your battles. Good luck on getting 1 million points. I wish you all the best of luck. See ya.